Austin St. John's biggest fan out here. And 100%, he is going to say he is not aware of everything that's going on. I promise you. All right, here we go. Brent, how are you, man? Can you center yourself a little bit for the camera? So now that you know your boy has pled guilty, he said he did that. He did it willingly to defraud the government. What is your thoughts on that, Brent?
Okay, so I was actually yesterday, I met Legacy of Nerd.
Okay.
I don't know if you told, and I met a fan, a huge JDF fan. And he showed me his huge tattoo, and I was like, I watch you, Brown Henry Resilient. I was like, oh boy, do I need to leave? And then he was like, no, I want to talk to you because I hear you, and JDF was not perfect, but hear me out. And then so he started talking about how JDF was so passionate and stuff, and then he started talking about ASJ and the PPP thing, and I was like, I personally want to wait till everything comes out, but he told me this about in terms of the him pleading guilty. He told me, and it makes kind of sense that people are put in a situation where there's two scenarios. If you go to trial, you're facing a potential, maybe let's say, for example, 20 years, or you take the plea deal. Let's say it's 5 years. These are just examples. And he might think, oh, the financials and the cost of going to trial is too much for me to bear, so I'm going to take the guilty plea. And as part of the guilty plea, you have to admit that you did those following things. And he has a criminal record, and that's what he has to live with. And whether was he the one who intentionally defrauded the government? The evidence is not there. If the evidence was there, then the prosecuting attorneys would have used it already, and his ass would have been in jail a long time ago.
Whoa! You're saying the evidence of Austin St. John's guilt is not there?
In terms of him being the one who intentionally being the one to do it, it's not there, Henry. But he has we know for certain that he has a responsibility because his name was used.
So he didn't receive a loan? Are you saying he didn't receive a loan?
No, he did.
Did he?
I'm not saying he...
Okay, did he wire money of that loan money? Them having evidence of him... Hold on. They had evidence of him making the wire transfers.
Right, but what they're trying to get, like, the big crime is, did he intentionally defraud the government?
He said he did. What do you mean?
But Henry, that's part of taking a guilty plea. You have to say that, and you have to live with the consequences. And you want to sit up here and
wait. You're saying he got this? He filled out a correct application for his PPP loan?
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that just because you take a guilty plea, that does not necessarily mean there's actual evidence.
So you're saying, let's make sure we're on the same page. You're saying,
and by the way, is that Austin St. John's guilty plea, or is that someone else's?
This right here is his plea. This is Austin St. John's.
No, but what you just showed me, is that Austin St. John?
No, that was someone who took a plea deal for defrauding the government for the same charge. So they both...
Right, but the facts might be different. And I'm not saying he's guilty or innocent, but there are instances where people take guilty pleas because of other mitigating circumstances.
So
And I'm not.
you're of the opinion that he took the guilty plea for other reasons other than being guilty.
I'm saying that is a possibility, and people can make that judgment for themselves. Like if you don't like Austin John, then this is not going to change your opinion. If you like him, it might or it might not. That's what I'm saying. And
so all of this is because he couldn't afford to go to trial.
That's a possibility, Henry, and you know this. But you try to push a certain narrative, which is okay. This is your channel, but there's certain
is this not his change of plea right here?
Is that his? Is that his? Right? Is that Austin St. John's?
Well, it's Jason Lawrence Geiger. He was sworn in. So you're saying they're about to potentially sentence an innocent man?
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that just because you do a guilty plea does not necessarily mean you actually did it. But at the same time, you have to face the consequences of taking a guilty plea, and that means being a registered felon. Your reputation. People on your channel will bash him, and in a certain degree, I do understand that because he has a certain responsibility. He was irresponsible at best, in my opinion. I mean, the best circumstance for him to come out of this is not complete innocence or like of anything. I don't believe that, but yeah, just because you enter a guilty plea does not mean you actually did it. But could he have done it? Yes. Henry, you know this. Henry.
Wait. Let's go to the unredacted. We got to put a pin.
Henry,
in this.
I know your tricks. You laughed, but you know this is true. People take guilty pleas for a variety of reasons. Whether they know that they're facing guilty, then they know they're guilty.
So so who wired the money to Moran? Right here.
I'm not disputing those facts.
But according to the United States government, if you wire money to someone in excess of $10,000, you legally have committed conspiracy to commit money laundering. And Austin St. John did wire $22,000 to Moran, who does not work for him. And you're saying he could be innocent, and he just took the guilty plea because he didn't want to fight it. Now, with that logic, why would he send Moran $22,000, the guy who did the applications? Why would he do that? Why would he send someone
we don't have all the facts, Henry. And I know that's not the popular answer, but the thing is, like, we're only giving.
How can you say we don't have all the facts without saying, hey, well, this is a fact that's missing? You're assuming you don't have all the facts, right?
Yeah, well, we're assuming because that's.
So Austin St. John, did he get a loan for $225,000? Yes. Austin St. John sent approximately $22,000 to Moran via wire transfer. Yes. Austin St. John sent approximately $170,000 to Jonathan Spencer to invest in Australia. But you're saying that he only entered the guilty plea.
I did not say that, Henry. I did not say he only entered it. I'm saying that is a possibility.
He entered the guilty plea because he can't prove that these are all legal transactions.
What I'm saying, Henry, is that, see, this is I come on your channel. I don't say that's the only reason. That's not what I said, Henry. What I'm saying is that
it's possible.
Just because you enter a guilty plea does not mean you are actually guilty. And there's many of these cases. You can look at legal precedent, and it's a fact that there's people that are innocent, but they can't fight the charges for whatever reason.
Yeah, for like maybe a grape or something, but not wire fraud. They have his signature on the application. They have him making these transfers. This is not like, oh, we don't know Austin St. John posted the tweet or not. No, we know he did this shit. He got the money. He sent the money. Case closed. This is wire transfers.
Why do they have to do a guilty? How come they took him so long? How come the process when you enter a plea deal, both sides have to agree? Is that correct?
The reason why they offer everyone a plea deal, if you were to go rob someone right now, short of killing them or killing a woman and their unborn child, they're going to offer you a plea deal. They don't want to waste the government's time prosecuting someone that they know is guilty. So in order to lessen the burden on the country and you, they say, hey, Brent, for your crimes of wire fraud, we're going to give you a phenomenal deal. We're going to offer you 6 months jail time, 3 years supervised release, and you pay back all the money you stole. Or you can try to go to court, and if you go to court, we're going to give you 10 years if you lose. Now, mind you, we do have evidence that you did get a loan. We do have evidence that you did send $22,000 to Moran, who does not work for you. And we have evidence that you sent $170,000 to Spencer, who also does not work for you, which goes against the protocols for the PPP loan, the stipulations that money that you obtain through PP is for your company, is for salary. You sent money that you obtained for your company for salary to people who do not work for you. This is considered wire fraud. You're telling me that there's a possibility, the only reason or one reason he
No, Henry. Oh, okay.
You're saying it's a possibility.
No, what I'm saying is, Henry, is that just because you enter a guilty plea does not mean. That's what I'm saying.
So you're saying, despite this overwhelming evidence that they have against him, and the fact that we have you with pictures with another guy who was arrested for the same thing, you innocent.
Just because you take pictures with someone, Henry.
They both went down for the same fucking crime. What are you talking about? You take pictures with somebody.
What? Hey. That's this is okay. Just because you show pictures of them taking pictures, that doesn't mean you could automatically make that assumption, Henry. You have to look at.
What are you talking about? They're together on this day. Hold on. I'm over here clicking the computer. They are together. This date right here is a day or something after he got the money. A day after Austin St. John got the money. He's with Court Newman, who, just for the record, the dirt that they have on Court, let me get back to it. Give me one. Where is it at? I gotta find it again. Right here. They got Court Newman right here. Here's the evidence they have against Court. That guy in the picture, just because you took a picture, he lied and said he had 9 employees. 9 employees with a $90,000 a month operating cost for payroll. And they all, coincidentally, they all use the same IP address. Right here. This is more evidence from the state, the FBI. Hey, you all went to Moran's house and filed your application. You know how we know it? Because you didn't use a VPN. We got y'all all filing from the same IP address, including Jason Lawrence Geiger. And Jason Lawrence Geiger, we know you know Moran because of pictures. Well, we know you know Court. And we have you getting the money and sending it off on the same day. You got $225,000 hit your account. You sent $22,000 to Moran, the guy whose house you went to fill out the application, and you sent the $170,000 coincidentally to the same guy every one of these guys sent money to for investment. And you're saying he only or possibly or might have entered into a guilty plea and might be innocent because he can't afford to fight the case. You're smoking dope, Brent. You have to be. What are you smoking? What are you smoking? What are you smoking? We want to know. And look, we got a super chat. While you think about that response, we got a super chat. Andrew Sweeney says, if I was the driver for a robber and I took some money and I pointed to the robber in court, does that make me part of the crime? Same thing ASGA did. Yeah, that's facts, man. I mean, Britt, I don't know if he trolling. or Brent may be just like, I don't get it.
Because Henry, what I'm saying is, we don't have all the look.
What happened to facts over feelings, Brent? What happened to facts over feelings? Where's that at?
Are these all the facts, Henry? Are these all the facts
publicly available? That Austin
publicly available, exactly.
Got this money. He got the money.
But what about the evidence?
You're saying that the absence of evidence is the proof of
no.
Other
What I'm
evidence.
saying is, so based off this, but there's other factors.
Brent, how about this? How about what would it take for you to believe that Austin St. John did this crime? What would it take for you to believe it?
We have to wait till everything, all the facts come out. They won't come out.
What would it take for you to believe that Austin St. John did this crime? Because you're not going to see nothing else other than his sentencing. That's it. Only thing you're getting is his sentencing. You're not getting no more documents unless he testifies. Unless Court Newman takes it to trial and Austin St. John takes the stand. So outside of that, you're getting nothing else. So what would it take for you to believe that Austin St. John intentionally defrauded the government? What do you need to see that would prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Austin St. John willfully intended to defraud the government? Because the evidence that they have is not enough. His guilty plea is not enough. So what would be enough for you to say that, hey, Austin St. John?
Oh, the evidence. The evidence has to be released. And if not, Henry,
what do you mean
you have no right.
You have
look, Henry. You have.
What do you mean?
You have no.
How do you know this is not all evidence? How do you know that?
Said
how do you know that? How do you know? Did Austin St. John say, hey, we got some other stuff that Henry don't know about? That's not being released. No, you don't. You have no idea.
We don't know that, but you don't know that either, Henry. You don't know. You don't what?
This is all the evidence available. This is what's
available. But what about the evidence that's not being released, Henry?
Are you serious, Brent?
Yes, I am.
There is no way that you will ever believe that Austin St. John did this.
Oh, yes, I will. There's evidence.
Nothing. You got his testimony. You got all this evidence. You have his guilty plea. You got him pictured with the other people who were convicted of, or soon to be convicted of this shit. And you're saying, hey, all the facts are not out. Are you serious?
Yes, I am.
All right, man. I think I appreciate you coming up, man. Holy shit, guys. This is your average ASJ fan in the flesh. Right there, you saw it live. You saw it live. You see it. Hey, well, all the evidence has to come out. Like, bruh, what other evidence? We don't know. I'm like, bruh, you got him. Anyway. All right, so let's get back. Let's get back to some other people. He lost in the sauce, guys. He can't even come up with a response of why he would believe ASJ would commit a crime. He's like, all the evidence got to come out. Well, what evidence? Like, what do you need, Brent? he don't know. I was pissed for a second. I'm over it though. Brent is the kind of guy who would defend his significant other for cheating on him. Oh Lord, probably.